I am so tired of foolishness. I have to address this video once again that I made about the Black Lives Matter theme for your PlayStation. Somebody wrote, racist theme, keeping racism alive. Be as hateful as you like, Black Lives Matter is the same as the KKK in my opinion. We're not a racist country, you're just a fool full of hate, and I hope you figure that out before it's too late. Oh, he rhymed. He rhymed there. That was very nice of him. Alright, and then Four Eyes, who is a new subscriber, says, racist nation keeping racism alive. If you're going to say it right. And he is not lying. He or she, whoever that is not lying. They responded the right way to that comment. It's the nation keeping racism alive, not no fucking theme. Not no goddamn PlayStation wallpaper, okay? It sounds ridiculous. What's also ridiculous is the fact that this person doesn't believe that this is a racist country. America was built on racism. Are you kidding me? We had slavery. Or do you not believe that that's something that existed? Because it did. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people in my community who are still in shackles of the mind. They still kiss white people's asses, and they throw their own people under the bus. Loyal to the slave master, but not to their own brethren. It makes no sense, but that's the way it is with some people in my community. Don't tell me about indentured servants in the Irish community, because I'm not trying to hear it. You can't compare my people to yours, because it's just not going to happen. It's not possible. Alright? Black Lives Matter is just as bad as the KKK. Well, let me tell you something about the KKK. The KKK burned crosses on people's homes. Okay? The KKK terrorized black people. Okay? And they still do to this day. They're not wearing the sheets anymore, mostly. Only when they get together at certain rallies. But most of them look like white identity extremists these days, like the Proud Boys, as I mentioned in that video, and others who are like neo-Nazis in that same mindset of white purity, pure white blood. If you're not white, you're not right. Okay? The last time I checked, the Black Lives Matter organization, even though I don't agree with their methods, I agree with the idea, as I said, of Black Lives Mattering. I don't agree with the methods of those who are out there looting and destroying businesses as they're talking about. But see, the thing that you don't understand is the people that were out there looting and destroying businesses are not part of Black Lives Matter. Those are people that hijacked the cause, because the majority of those people out there who are out there protesting and still out there doing so now are doing it peacefully, okay? And we have documentation of that. We also have documentation of certain black people that were robbing, looting stores alongside white people who are in the Black Lives Matter organization as well. Oh, you didn't realize that white people are in the organization as well? Do you not realize that white people have funded Black Lives Matter? Which is another reason why I don't agree with the organization as a whole, but I'll agree with the idea that was started by that black woman. Okay? But I haven't seen Black Lives Matter threatening to kidnap anybody and, going to rallies with guns and threatening to kill someone if Trump doesn't become the president again. I haven't seen them bombing, buildings and killing innocent people like the KKK and white identity extremist groups. Haven't seen that, but apparently to these white dudes who came to the video, Black Lives Matter is a very dangerous organization. Let's get this straight, ladies and gentlemen of the black community who are watching this video right now. I know there's going to be dislikes on this video if those white boys get their ears to this video, if it reaches their ears and eyes. Well, their ears basically, because this is like a radio that you're listening to right now with someone talking. But I know they're going to dislike what I'm saying because they don't like when people call them out on their racism. They don't believe that racism exists, but they know exactly what racism is. Okay, they're playing stupid here. And just because they tell me that the country is not racist does not mean that that's true. There is documentation. There are factual evidence. We know this to be the absolute truth that racism exists in this country, and it still exists to this day. It never ended. Do you understand that? It never ended. I'm not a social justice warrior. I'm just a man calling out what is the real and what is the reality. And if you don't want to accept that, I mean, there's nothing that I can do to change your mind, but that is the reality. I'm not a hateful person. I don't believe in interracial dating, but that doesn't come from a place of hatred. I believe in loving my black woman. I believe in black love, black people, the black family. Just as much as a lot of these white boys believe in white man, white woman families, okay? I don't have a hatred for anybody, but I do have a hatred for evil. I have no tolerance for it at all. So it's funny to me how you compare Black Lives Matter to an organization that's been around even longer, that has continued to terrorize black people and others, and has also bombed innocent buildings, killing innocent people. Innocent buildings, when I say innocent buildings, I'm talking about schools, hospitals, churches. Seem to recall back in the 1960s, 4 girls that were killed because of a church bombing. See, these dudes know what racism and hatred is. They know exactly what it looks like. They just don't want to acknowledge it. And just because they don't want to acknowledge it does not make it untrue. Racism exists, and this country is full of racism. You're going to tell me George Floyd's death is not racism? You're going to tell me the Rodney King verdict, the Rodney King case was not racism? You're going to tell me Sarah Bartman was not racism? Martin Luther King wasn't racism? Come on, you guys need to stop your bullshit. Dislike the video all you want. That does not make you right just because you disagree with me. And I am right, actually, because I am using facts with evidence that you can just find simply on the internet with a click of a mouse.